Leheina Bakshot Evloch Tehillim Tzedakah. A special auspicious day as Chav Beis Shvat, the 22nd day of Shvat. Chav Beis, which refer also to the 22 Hebrew letters of the Aleph Beis, which the Torah was given in the parsha of this week. B'cha is also blessings. B'cha Yavarch Yisrael, with you. Through those letters, the Jewish people will be blessed, are blessed, and it is today the Yortzeit, the Hilula of the Rebbetzin Chaya Mushka. We're in the year Shnas Tismach Tovshim Emches, 1988. On this day, the Rebbetzin left physically this world. Now, describing the Rebbetzin is just about impossible, because she was such a discreet woman that we know very little of her. But of the few little tidbits that we do know, we can see what a special woman she was. At a number of important, or I would say pivotal moments within Chabad, within the Rebbe, within the world, she was there, and she played a extremely important role. Just bring a few examples. When her late father, the Frierdiker Rebbe, was arrested by the KGB in Russia in 1927, she was home, and suddenly she noticed from the window that the Rebbe, her chassan, they were engaged then, was coming towards the house. Now, if he would come into the house, it would be a danger for him, and who knows what would have happened. So she went to the window, and she kind of very nicely said, "We're having guest, Shneyasan, we're having guest." The Rebbe immediately realized what they're talking about, what this is all about, and immediately he ran to a number of important helpers, secretaries to the Frierdiker Rebbe, for them immediately to hide all the documents that they could be incriminating to the Frierdiker Rebbe. And indeed, he saved their lives, some of them at least. And the many, many documents were quickly taken care of so as not to incriminate the previous Rebbe. Later on, after the passing of her father, where Chassidim were begging for an entire year for the Rebbe to accept the leadership position. And the Rebbe refused. He said, "Not me, not for me." Eventually the Rebbetzin told the Rebbe, "If you are not taking it, all that has been done until now, the Mesiras Nefesh, the self-sacrifice that my father had to perpetuate Chassidus, to save the Jewish community, will be in vain. You can't let this happen." This was the final convincing moment, apparently, where the Rebbe finally accepted the leadership. In other words, it is the Rebbetzin that made sure that we should have a Rebbe. Later on, when this unfortunate situation where the Rebbe had to, Chabad I should say, the movement had to go to court to recoup the books of the library which was stolen, which was a very, very difficult, a very challenging moment for the Rebbe personally, for the whole Chabad movement in general. During these lengthy court deliberations, there was a delegation that came from the court, from the judge, to the Rebbetzin to question her. Hours and hours. And when the lawyers asked the Rebbe, should we prepare her, should she have? So the Rebbe said, she knows what to answer. Trust her. After hours of questioning her, and the opponents didn't get what they want, finally the lawyer says, "Tell me, to who does the books belong?" personally or to the movement. And the Rebbetzin forcefully said, the Rebbe and his books belong to Chassidim. In other words, when she encouraged the Rebbe to become Rebbe, she knew that she's giving up her husband for the Chassidim, for the world. She didn't do it for her own honors because she didn't get any honors. She was such a discreet woman. Very few people even knew her. Very few people knew what she looked like. She sacrificed her life for the well-being of Klal Yisrael.